Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This is a fellow I've been trying to put together for a long time, and it took a bunch of magic stones for me to get enough pieces, so this is Copycat. And unfortunately, Copycat's got some lock ruin slots, but maybe we'll fix that in the future. Anyway, Copycat is a legendary. He's Thunder, he's Evil Legions, he's apparently a superhero, and he's also a villain. Okay, well, you know, these three things just don't go together too well. I mean, Evil Legions and villain, yeah, but superhero? I mean, can we get super villain? That'd kind of work. Alright, so we're going to put him over here with the leprechaun, because what could possibly go wrong with that? Well, that was shocking. Alrighty, so let's see, where is he here? And of course, he's one of the classic ones, because he's got 3 evolutions. Alright, let's see, this is a white cherry... Okay, we're just going to give him some kind of other name. Alright, this is Copycat. He's a legendary. He is Thunder. He is hardened, so he has a 20% chance to resist negative status effects. He is also immune to possession. I'm guessing that means just regular standard possession and not like, you know, the exclusive possessions. All right, let's take a look at his stats here. His strength is actually pretty good. His life is, you know, just a hair above, you know, normal, you know, so it's not really that great, you know, but then again, I don't think he's actually a tank or a fighter or something like that. His speed is good, but, you know, it's not much better than his strength, so that's kind of interesting. I wonder why he's got as much strength as he does. Alright, well, you know what? We'll find out when we start looking at skills. Alright, speaking of skills, let's look at his basic ones. Okay, Skills Stealer. Okay, tongue twister there. Deals low physical damage to one enemy. And then we have Evil Mastermind. Deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy. Shouldn't that be like a end one? You know, Evil Mastermind. He's starting that way. He's kind of small right now, you know. Alright, and of course that very interesting special skill. 9 million volts. Deals massive special damage to all enemies. Okay, basically that's just a slightly less powerful version of Voltex 1. Okay, well, you know what? I mean, it works, I suppose, so why not steal it? Copycat's superpower is to provoke his rivals to attack and then copy their skills. Miller loved to have Copycat on his team because of the frustration he causes on enemies. Seeing him on the battlefield is one of his favorite hobbies. Okay, so he's a little thief is what he is, huh? Okay, I'm still trying to figure out why he's a superhero. Okay, so, well, you know what? Let's feed him, right? Okay, so let's get him up to level 4 and his first evolution. Ooh, it's been a while. It's been a while. All right, so let's continue to level 7 and the skills. 6 inches punch. Applies stun to one enemy. Applies burn to one enemy. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Gonna punch him. Not gonna do any damage, but you're gonna stun him and set him on fire. So, okay, that's acceptable. Especially for a first skill. Okay, and when he comes back, we'll give him some more tomatoes. There we go. Alright, so let's get to level 10. Ugly Cuts. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy. 50% chance of applying nightmares to one... Okay, we're going to cut him and give him nightmares. I was kind of expecting bleeding with that. You know, whether or not it makes sense or not, I don't know. I mean, does a Thunder guy really give nightmares? I'm guessing he's copying that from somebody. But I mean, cut. You would think bleeding, you know? I mean, that's just me, I suppose. Alright, so let's get to level 15 for another skill. Rock Mace. Deals low physical damage. Where did that come from? I mean, it's pretty much the same. Actually, you know, his existing skill is actually better because it's less stamina, it's the same damage, and it's got better accuracy. I guess it's better than that one. That's a very strange thing there, right there. Alright, so let's continue to level 20. Elders and Dragons deals heavy special damage to one enemy, applies possession and freeze to one enemy. That sounds very familiar. That sounds like a Kihaku type of skill, and I'm guessing that's what the Elder and Dragons is about. He probably stole it from Kihaku, right? Okay, well, you know what? We'll throw it right there. It's hard to imagine not keeping that one in the end, because it looks like a really good one, just saying. Alright, so let's continue to level 25, and his final form. Magma Trap. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies burn to all enemies. Okay, that's a damaging one. You know, I'm going to put it in for this one, because... don't know if I'm going to keep that. We're going to have to see. He's got a lot of skills to go, right? And where is he? There he is. His final form. He's got an evil mustache. And an evil single eyelash. Well, he's evil, right? Alright, so let's continue to level 30, because we want more skills. Semi-loop damage. Applies skill mirror to itself. Okay, that's kind of greedy. Do I want to... yeah, I don't know. Do I even want that one? You know what? I'm just going to say no to that. This is kind of lame, actually. If you did that for the whole group... yeah, that'd be okay, but yeah, just kind of lame. I'm not going to take up a spot with that one. Nope, 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 nope. Level 35. Start Lord. Deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy, applies skill mirror to itself. Okay, at least that one does damage. You know, the previous one didn't do any damage. So, yeah, I mean, that one I can see keeping. Skill mirror to itself. Actually, I'm wondering if I actually do want to keep that one. Alright, that one sets them all on fire. That can always be useful. This one is a stun and a burn. I don't know. You know what? I'll put it there for now. Because that one is kind of a joke in the first place. Probably not going to be keeping that one based on his other skills and what I'm sure might be coming. Alright, so I figure we got a couple left here at least, right? And level 40. 15,000 volts. Deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy. Gives extra turn to itself. Okay, so I'm getting to understand why it is he has damage. Here's the question. Do I want to use that? Obviously, he's done some serious stealing from Voltec. You know what I mean? I guess I could put it in for that one. I mean, he's doing burning with this, right? I mean, it might end up being useful. I'm not losing that one. That one just looks too useful. That means you got two different ways to take somebody out of the fight, and you're going to do damage to them too. So yeah. All right, this one here, I think I'll put that one in there, and we'll see what's coming up. There should be at least one more skill. I'm kind of hoping for something for that first spot. All right, so let's see. Level 45. No, I don't like that one. No. We got that one already, you know? With damage. And level 50. Koopy Implosion. Deals low special damage to all enemies. Applies 2 random control effects to... oh, well, obviously that's going there, right? We're going to have to look at the skills. Do I want that or that? I mean, that's a skill mirror, right? That's a skill mirror, which means the damage will go through. But if there's something like, say, somebody uses a skill that does damage and stuns, the stun will be reflected back. He's still going to get stunned, but the stun will be reflected back. Well, I'm going to put that in the first spot. What I end up doing with everything else is will come, right? But I do think we've seen everything now. That's by the way, that's obviously a very good skill. You know, very, very good skill there. Doesn't do any damage, but it's not supposed to do damage. And it's only got a 2-round cooldown, which is pretty darn good, too. All right, so let's see. We're just going to get into 60 here. We've seen everything. Matter of fact, it wouldn't surprise me if we see that one again. They really want me to take that one. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why you're offering this to me. I'm guessing it's because of the 0 stamina cost. But like I said, if it was hitting the entire group, then I might consider it. I just don't see the value. Or if it was evade or something like that, I just don't see the value in it. I mean, he's got the other one that does a skill mirror, and I took that one out. That one does damage. All right, we got to level 60. All right, so let's check out the final stats here. Okay, so the strength's not terrific, but it's not bad. I mean, he's not a damage dealer, but he is going to do damage. The life is a little above normal. Speed's not so bad. If I had lots of open ruin slots, I could make him go faster. So definitely he's somebody to consider in terms of Thunder Denial, right? In terms of Thunder Denial, what do I have right now? At the moment, I have Yintek. I think that's it. I can't think of any that's who does stunning. So that's really all I have in Thunder that I can think of at the moment. Of course, I hear that Stormbeard is also denialish, but I haven't hatched him yet. I actually haven't finished crafting his egg yet. So yeah, I mean, the thing about it is having two random control effects is actually really very useful. All right, let's just go and take a look at the skills in here. First of all, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Right, I mean, you keep giving me the other one. Why would I want this one? Skill mirror, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a zero it's a zero stamina cost, right? But it's got a 4-round cooldown to it. Whereas this one does moderate damage. It's got the same thing, and it's a 1-round cooldown. So I don't know why anybody would take this, and I don't know why you keep pushing it on me. I mean, this is okay. I would like to have seen something like this at a higher, maybe like a group version or something like that. But I think what he's got is actually kind of okay. This one here, all right, obviously I'm not parting with that one. I like this one. I like this one. This is like, this is stolen from Kihaku, obviously. I like this one. Do I want this? See, I could do this, and then I could do something like this right after it. You know, after he's done the... Actually, I could even lead with that. Assuming there's nobody with anticipation on the other side, in which case that would be a disastrous idea. I mean, do I want him to have that? Should I take this one out and give him the skill mirror one? How much useful is... Well, this one does more damage, and this one lets me do something else. 2-round. He doesn't have any problem with cooldowns. Maybe that one instead, actually, you know? I mean, if I'm calling him Denial, maybe the 6 inches punch is a better idea. I mean, I'm not going to put any damage on him. I'm going to put speed on him, right? So I'm thinking that might be a better idea. I kind of want to keep this one because it's really useful to set everybody on fire. Setting your enemies on fire is very useful. I'm considering this swap right here. The thing about it is the skill mirror one, I mean, if it was the whole group, I would say, yeah, let's go for it. But it's not like it's going to protect him. Or if it had been an evade. If it had been an evade, that would have been definitely a no-brainer, right? Because that way he could just go to the next round and he could hide until he can come back and do one of these guys again, you know? So I am strongly considering this right here. You know, I'm going to start with that. I'm going to start my testing with that. Because the thing about it is, even though he's got a decent strength, he's going to be more denial for me than anything else. So that's the way I'm going to play him. All right, so why don't we actually look at the final skills and see what I actually selected and how we're going to use this guy. All right, here we have Cuppy Implosion. Deals low special damage to all enemies, applies 2 random control skills to all enemies. All right, well, this is just really good right here. Now, there's individuals who will give 1 random control skill, but you might do bad with that. I mean, what if you try to give a stun to someone who's immune to stun? Well, if you're giving 2 random ones, you'll have a far better chance of finding one that they're not immune to. And I hope that those 2 skills are applied separately, so it's easier to get past a monster's resistance. You know, if they're hardened or they're tough or they're a VIP, a nemesis, something like that. So I'm hoping it's not just one, you know, attempt to apply both of them. I'm hoping the first one tries and the second one tries. You know, just like you have the individuals who try to do stun twice to get a better chance to get through defenses. So that's a very good skill right there. And the fact that it's a 2-round cooldown, that's very good. You can use it once every 3 rounds. And then we have this one. Elders and Dragons. Deals heavy special damage to one enemy, applies possession and freeze to one enemy. Obviously, this is from Kihaku, right? Elders and Dragons, the Elder Man on the dragon and such. And besides, this is possession and freeze. This is exactly what he does. So this is kind of the same as the first one to a degree, only you know what you're getting here. This one I just swapped out. 6 inches punch. Applies stun to one enemy, applies burn to one enemy. In other words, you're going to hit somebody, you're not going to do any damage, you're going to try to stun them and try to set them on fire with burning. It's a 1-round cooldown, so pretty useful. You could just go whack and take somebody out like that. How was this one? This was a 2-round cooldown. All right, so if you started with this one, came back with that one, then you could use this one. So that would be 3 levels of control that you would have right there. The first being on the group level. Hopefully your team has killed 2 of them by then. And then we have this one. It's a little unusual for him, but I think it's kind of useful. Magma Trap. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies burn to all enemies. All right, so this is low moderate damage. You know, you're not really caring too much about the damage because you're not going to put strength on him, right? But it hits all of them, and it attempts to put burning on them, the torture effect burning. That could be very, very useful in certain situations, right? So, I mean, burning, especially if you have somebody who's chunky, because the torture effects always take a percentage off depending on which one it is. So those can be very, very useful indeed. So I figured that's just a good throw-in. I know that this one does burning, but it just does it for one individual. I'm more interested in the stun that might be strategic at a certain moment. Anyway, he's got some really, really good skills here. This one obviously is the prize at the front. As I understand it, there is a nemesis who has something very similar to this, so he probably copied it from him, right? And this one here is another really good one, even though he copied that one from Kihaku. Well, that's what he does, right? He's Copycat. He copies things from individuals. And in terms of his runes, obviously, he's Denial. You're going to want him to go fast. His speed is pretty good, so you're going to want straight speed across the board. No group speed here. You're just going to go with straight speed. Get him to go as fast as you can. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm hoping for a deal fairly soon that we can do some unlocking of those rune slots, because that's going to cost about 40 gems if I try to do that now, and I'm not going to do that. Nope, nope, nope. And he is definitely going to be in the next testing video. When that's going to be, I don't know. But anyway, he is really very good. Very good indeed. A good weight, and hopefully when I get him all opened up there and get him some good stuff, I will have another Thunder Denial. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now, so thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games, because games are fun. See ya!